Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am still getting used to making these intros post having already filmed stuff, so I think it's super weird. But I'm trying to get better at it because they say that that's what you're supposed to do. And so, hey, if you want to watch minutes upon minutes of me babbling, stay tuned. If you want to see how I make this face look like this, then stay tuned. If you're like, well, what the heck, Paul? I've already seen about 3 or 4 of those videos. Hey, it is 2018, and things are always changing. One thing that remains the same, me. So, if you're interested in any of those things, stay tuned. You'll get to see what I used and how I did it. Okay, I feel like it's been crazy long, which I know it has been crazy long. So I just wanted to do this real quick because I was going to already be getting ready anyway, and the way that I do things, or the look that I do, just like keeps evolving and keeps changing with most people, as it should. And yeah, so I just wanted you guys to be able to see the way that I do it differently now. I definitely think that I've like honed a lot of my skill, and just have like, it's definitely a different look than I used to do. Well, not different, it's just more, you know, just better. So we're just gonna dive right in. First, I like to just spray my face with Fix Plus. For me, I feel like I'm kind of dry, and so it helps to smooth out any spots on my face that aren't exfoliated and just like are super flaky. First I do the NARS, and I do that in the medium 1 custard. And with this concealer, I don't feel like you need a ton. Like a little bit goes a long way. And I take this really awesome brush that I have from Japanesque, and this is actually a baking, came like with another brush as a baking set, and I think that this is like made like it's slanted, I think, so you can hit powder like right underneath your eye. Yeah, anyway, so for me these work best as like concealer buffing brushes. So I start underneath, and I guess I do it like highlighty almost. While I do agree that like a lot of YouTube makeup or Instagram makeup is too much for most people on the everyday, like some people like looking like that, you know? I'm one of those people. Okay, so after I've done my eyes, I will take just a little bit here and here. And if I'm trying to really be fancy, I know my strokes aren't as pretty as some other people's, but whatever. Mine ends up looking better than other people's. I kid, I jest. And just blend that completely out. This here. And it just depends on what type of look I'm going for, like, because I have more of a prominent brow bone than I think like ladies do. And I normally don't do this, but for the sake of this, I'm going to. Just cause, I mean, just the beard of it all. Like, do I really, like, is this really necessary? I guess we will see. But I already feel like I have a chin. I don't know if I want to make my chin look bigger. Then next, with this amazing Ofra banana powder, which I've used other banana powders before, and it's like stained my concealer like a darker yellow. This one does not do that for me. It legitimately brightens and sets, which is like what I would want a banana powder and a setting powder to do. It's like an old school banana powder, like exactly what you would think of one as. Just because I know that there are like all of these other brands that are like for folks on a budget, which we all are, come on. But if you're really smart about your shopping and you want to use like nice products, you can, like this banana powder I got for like $4. So just saying, it can be done. Then next I'm gonna take my Pure Minerals 4-in-1 foundation that I just always don't even need to explain it, because if you don't know what it is, I'm sure there will be a link available. So I take my mineral foundation and blend that. Well, I like to start buffing it in the spots where there is no makeup, and then I just blend right over the spots where I've highlighted with concealer. Okay, so to be honest, I don't really know how different this really is, or how much it's really changed, but let me say this. I don't know if my routine has really changed as much as I feel like it has, but I definitely feel like it has evolved. No, it definitely has, whatever. One thing I'm definitely still using, and am happy that I have backups of, is the Naked Skin Shapeshifter. This, I don't use this other side, and I use the medium dark one. I don't use those creams, but I definitely use these contouring powders because I think that they're just like the best. They just pack a lot of punch while still being like super easily blendable, which I think that looks phenomenal already. So, and I just go around the edges just to like further enhance that brightened, contoured, bronzed, whatever look. Then I take this is a Morphe 310 fan brush, just the fan brush. And after I've done the sides, I will always go and like hit the sides of my nose with just what's left on the brush, because that's always a tricky spot for me, and I feel like I've seen in person that's a tricky spot for a lot of people. So yeah. I hit at the hollow and just softly blend up and all around the hairline, making almost like from the arch of my brow to my widow's peak, like a triangle of highlight. Zing! And then blending the two of those, because that one can get really dark, I will go in and further just like make that like more gradient looking. And then squeeze those together. And just hit down the sides. And then I like to take that like into the crease here. Just again with whatever's left. Oh, and something fun I do like to do with that Ofra banana powder is taking like just, I don't know, like a concealer or a shadow brush or something, and really adding it right on the edge of my lip. because I naturally have pretty dark lips already anyway. And when I went through the drive-thru, when I had gone through the drive-thru last night, I noticed that my lip looks so big in the rear view, and I was like, oh my god, that really worked. Good for me. Okay. Right? Don't you think so? Maybe I'm crazy. Or maybe just because I heard that this worked, I think it does. So, whatever. Perception is reality, right? Next, using the Anastasia blush kit. Ba-da-dum. These two are my favorite on the top. And with the Morphe 510, we're just gonna dip into those two colors, blend them together, and just add it on the apple, more towards the top of the cheekbone. And I love a good flushed look, so I always just drizzle a little of this across the top of my nose. If you watched any of those other videos I made, you would know I always do that. So, we got that. Meet me outside, how about that? So sometimes I use like actual highlighter and sometimes I don't. Just really depends on like who I'm gonna be around and what I'm gonna be doing. Like if I'm going out with the girls, sure. If I'm gonna be around a bunch of hillbillies, no. So in the Anastasia Sugar Glow Kit, which these aren't all the original shades in here because I took the ones out that I didn't like, or don't, not that I didn't like because they're all amazing, but the ones that I don't use, right? But I usually only use this marshmallow shade right here. And she's like a white gold, and I don't use very much because they're so reflective anyway, and I don't want to highlight everything because I might be Paul Wall, but I'm not trying to shine like a disco ball, okay? And yes, I know to some of you who might watch this and be like, wow, this kid thinks he's like really that cool. I mean, sometimes. Just kidding. But sometimes, like, the way I think about it is like, if you're not gonna toot your own horn, who's gonna? So I hit all the areas that I want to be like highlighted, and then once I think that most of the highlight is off of the brush, then I go in and really blend that out so it's like just a little more of a diffused highlight and not a strong metallicized situation. Next we are taking good old Standby, the Dip Brow from Anastasia in Ebony. And I go in and make my like outer edge marks first. I don't know why, that just helps me gauge how much I'll need to add in the middle. And I try to get it as close to my natural brow line as possible. Okay, I'm gonna finish the rest of them off camera because it sometimes takes me a minute. Okay, I feel just fine about how those look. And then the last thing is usually the All-Nighter setting spray, the Morphe setting spray, or some more of this. These are my go-tos. MAC Fix Plus. Okay, but usually if it's something that I really want to stay on, the All-Nighter setting spray is the setting spray to use, to be honest. So yeah, so that is the look we do today, July 29th, or whatever day this is, because I probably shouldn't say that because who knows when this is actually going to get uploaded. because I take forever. Because, well, you know, it's just sometimes it's life. There's just so many things going on. I'm constantly, like, doing videos or editing videos, or doing little photo shoots for people. I've started doing some work as, like, a freelance videographer, so that's kind of cool, and, like, photographers sometime. Some of which videos I'm doing wedding videos, some of which can be seen on this channel. If you just go to the main page, there is a playlist for all Paul Dow Media stuff. So, okay. This is the finished look. I think it's like relatively natural while still looking like groomed, put together. Just like a little more refined, a little more, you know, polished. Yeah, thanks for watching. I actually wanted to talk a little bit more about like some of the other stuff that I've been up to and like why I haven't really made any videos, but I plan on making videos. So it'll just be in an upcoming one. Okay. I love you guys so much for watching. For anybody who lasted this long, kudos. And thank you for watching. Until the next video, I will see you guys then. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, also, I don't think that I mentioned all of the brushes that I use, or that I did use. So if there's something that you have a question about or whatever, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, bada bing, bada boom. Also, my Instagram stuff has really, I feel like, been on lately. So that's at paul.dow and at pauldowbeauty. Okay, love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye. Sometimes I just feel like an idiot.